Good morning, my dear students. I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday morning. Now, let's get to our unit of inquiry lesson. But before we move on to our lesson for today, let's watch this video of Smap sharing about his living thing. I wasn't able to include it in the previous video, but he made something really cool. Alright, I hope you guys get to enjoy the video that he made. Here's the video.
Hello, Smith. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is your name of your living thing?
Small fly.
What does your living thing eat?
Eat bananas and apples.
How does it get its food?
My sister Kina gave it.
What does your living thing live?
At like sleeping and shooting, flying.
Okay. How does your living thing move?
It flies and the skates.
What are its characteristics?
It can fly
Brace.
eat, drink.
Okay. Hello, Smith. Please say something more about it.
Snaps and Lucas like it it's my favorite toy.
Oh, I know. It's your favorite toy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Smith.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Isn't that so creative? He actually made a design of his living thing using Legos. And very nice explanations, Map. Good job. Now let's move on to our central idea. Let's try to remember our central idea one more time. Under the unit theme, How the World Works. So, read it with me, okay? All living things go through a process of change. Now let's say that one more time. All living things go through a process of change, which is so true. Today's goal is to know more about the stages of life and also to watch the task or the presentation that some of your classmates made for the last homework. And then we're going to know more about the stages of life by reading a very informational book. So, let's review the characteristics of living things. We all know that living things breathe. Living things grow. Living things need food and water. Living things move. Living things interacts or responds. Living things reproduce. Reproduce means they have babies. Living things have lifespan. It means that it doesn't live forever. Now let's move on to the homeworks. Are you guys excited for the homeworks that your classmates did about living things grow? So last time I made you have a task about take your baby pictures and pictures while you're growing up and write down the different changes that happened to you. So let's go through them one by one. Here's a Bora, which is so cute. So in this picture, he said, I just got out of my mother's tummy and was crying. This The next two pictures he said that this is when I was 5 months old and I especially like to suck my thumb and tiny feet. Oh my god, look at Abura. He likes to suck his thumb and tiny feet. I wonder if you also did the same thing. This is my 1-year-old photo. I have grown teeth. I could sit in the safety seat with mom and dad to go travel. He now has some teeth when he was 1 year old. So cute. And his birthday was April 1st, 2000. No, that's not it. Okay, don't mind that. Now let's move on to the next one. Oh, okay. Nope, here. This is when I was 2 years old. Is this your real hair or it's just a wig? Oh, it's a hat. The hat my mother wore for me was often mistaken for a wig. Oh, I did think it was a wig. It's not a wig. It's a hat, guys, and that's so cute. I started kindergarten when I was 2.5 years old. I was packing my milk powder and taking it to the kindergarten. So he goes to kindergarten at 2.5 years old and he packs his own milk. Oh, he's growing. Can you see the changes that's happening to Abura? When I was 3 years old, I could pick up the express for my mom. He helps his mom take the Taobao deliveries. Now let's move on to the next one. This is when I was 4 years old. My mother took me on a cruise during the summer vacation. They went to a cruise. And here, does this look familiar to you? This is the picture of my interview with the international school. Very memorable. I saw my classmates painting. You guys painted different things and you saw your classmates painting. I remember you guys made a city, a very interesting city. I was 6.5 years old. I started first grade, and on the third day, I lost my first baby tooth. What a special day! This is the day that he went to school, just like you guys, and he lost his first baby tooth. Look at that happy face. Thank you for sharing that, Abura. It's so nice. And here's Smap. Here's his picture when he was little, and here he is with his sister, and here he is now. This is when I was 6 years old and getting tall and strong. I like to laugh more. Well, I'd like to say more about this, but Smap also sent another video. So let's listen to him talk about these pictures. Okay? So here's his.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hello, Snap. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce your growth process. Okay.
Okay.
Please look at. Hello, Snap. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce your growth process. Okay.
Okay.
Please look at picture 1.
This is Snap when I was just born. I am pink. My eyes are small. My nose is small. My mouth is small too.
Oh, very lovely, Snap. Look at picture 2.
This is when I was 3 years old. I am very wet. The S is are getting bigger. I can run with my sister Tina.
Oh, very good. Look at picture 3.
This is when I was 6 years old. I am getting tall, strong. I like to have more.
Okay, thank you, Snap.
Thank you. Goodbye.
So here's his video. I hope you guys enjoy. That is so nice, Map. Now let's move on to Joey. Oh my god, that is so cute. I can see you have the same hairstyle. It is very cute, right? When I was month and 1 year old. Oh, maybe when you were just 1 month and 1 year old. I'm very small and I don't have my mole. So he didn't have a mole when he was just a tiny little baby and so chubby and so cute. Then I was big. I have my mole. Also, I can walk and I can speak. And he changed and he grew up a little bit more. He started having his mole and he started walking and now he can speak. This is a bigger one. I can swim, I can draw, I can do so many things. Or he can draw many different things. Isn't that amazing? So many things he know already. Yes, because Joey is so smart and intelligent, and as he grows older, he gets smarter and can do even more things. Very nice, Joey. Now let's move on to the next one. Do you know who this is? It's super cute Leo. Here he's just a tiny little baby and so cute. And now he grew up a little bit here. He's like a lot older now here. Taller, a little chubby, and here he's now a very handsome boy and very tall boy too. And Leo sent a video, but it's not really something about this, but it's something he wants to share about a very interesting, oh yes baby, a very interesting he did for, it's beautiful, about his day. So let's all watch this together, okay?
Hello, my name is Leo. 接下来我想让你学过的单词编一个小故事。On Thursday, I and my brother, my father, were playing outside, and suddenly a little Thursday. So we went to the coffee shop. The coffee stream was a little foam and coffee. Then we ran. I was first. Brother was short. Dad gave us a thumbs up. When we got home, we took a bath and we took bed. 谢谢大家，这就是我编的故事。
Here you go. See you later. I love you. Oh, very nice, Leo. Thanks for sharing about your day. Now let's move on to the next one. Do you know who this is? Yes, it's Edison and so cute. So he says this is his first day. This is his 7th month. And here he's a baby. He cannot walk and talk. When he was a baby, he couldn't do those things. Oh, this picture is so cool. When he was 3 years old, he could walk and talk. He can ride a horse. He can play basketball too. Look at that. It's so nice. Now that he's 6 years old, he is taller. He can sing and write and play. That's wonderful. So when he was just a little baby, he couldn't do a lot of things. And that as he's growing, he start doing many different things. Now he can even write and sing songs. Now, let's move on to this other photo that he made while he was growing up. This is when he was 6 months old. So chubby and cute. I believe he still couldn't stand up. He's 1 year old, and 2 years old. This one he's 3 years old with a big toy gun. Oh, I believe you're supposed to go to 4 months first. Look at so happy baby. 9 months. And here when he's 4 years old, did you bake a cake? And when he's 5 years old, and here's when he's with his teachers right here. With my teachers, probably in the kindergarten school, right? In a very cool picture. Thank you for sharing, Edison. It's good to know. Can you guys see the changes that happened to Edison physically? And you can also see that he can do different things in every year. This is Mark growing up homework. Here he's just born. Look that tiny little baby. I was just born. I did not show anything. I could not walk yet. Yes, he couldn't walk yet. He doesn't know anything yet because he's just a tiny little baby. And now he started growing up. Here he's 5 years old. And he could start exercising and singing. Look at that strong Mark using dumbbells. Now I am 8 years old. Is that 8? Yeah. I learned to speak English. I know, we're so great. I am. What is this? I hope I can read it properly. Maybe it's a little bit blurry. But yeah, definitely he start doing a lot of different things. He can now read and write. Good, thank you for sharing, Mark. Look at it. This is a very interesting information that you can actually start exercising using dumbbells. I know Mark is very active, very balanced student. Well, all of you are. Thank you for sharing, Mark. Now let's move on to Alan's work. Well, I really hope, Alan, you also have your pictures so we could see how cute you are. Well, he said that when he was a baby, he's fat, cute, short arms, a little bit of hair, small hands, and likes to drink milk. Aw, you must have been so cute when you were a baby, Alan. And then he grew taller. He had longer arms, big hands. He started wearing bigger clothes and eat more food. And now he is really a lot taller, and his arms are longer. His hands are bigger, and his clothes get even bigger, and now he has more hair. I wish you can share with us some of your photos, Alan, so we can show it to your classmate next time. Right? Thank you. And your handwriting, I believe it improved. It's a good one on that. Now let's move on to Evan, which is so cool and cute when he's 0 months old. This is him. He was a little baby when he was born. He sleeps most of the day and drink milk because he didn't have teeth. See, when you're a baby, you drink milk most of the time because you can't eat yet because you don't have teeth. When he was 9 months, he can sit and crawl. He has 8 teeth, so he can eat some soft food. That's right. And still can't walk. When he was 18 months, he can walk and talk already. Wow. And he can eat by himself. Isn't that amazing? He also liked playing outside with his friends. When he was 3 years old, he can jump, run, and play the scooter. Wow, he can even skate. I was a student in grade 1 of kindergarten. I like my school time. He loves being at school when he was 3 years old. When he was 4 years old, he was so happy that his little brother was born. He now has a little brother. He was in grade 2 in the kindergarten and learned lots of knowledge. He started speaking English too. When he was 5 years old, he started drawing and playing football. He was in grade 2 of kindergarten, and then he moved to Suzhou and have new friends. Wonderful job, Evan. When he was 6 years old, he became a student in IBPYP in our class, right? He lives in school by himself. Yes, we all know that. Such an independent and strong boy. He can handstand and play ice skating. You've seen Evan did handstand, right? That's so nice. Now he's 7 years old. His birthday is on Valentine's Day, and he's a big boy now with a big, big cake. Congratulations, Evan. That's very detailed information about each year of your life. Thank you for sharing. Now let's move on to Frank. Well, Frank, when he was a baby, he couldn't walk on his own. He couldn't talk either, just like most of you. And he needed someone to feed him because he's very small. And then he learned how to walk and how to speak clearly when he grew up. Well, in these pictures, probably he's 4 or 5 years old, right? And then he started getting bigger and taller. Now he's in primary school and has learned a lot of knowledge, such as Chinese, math, English, art, music, sports, and even science. And he's now very tall and very handsome too. Thank you for sharing, Frank. Oh, look at Jalu. He's so cute. Look what he did. Growing up by Jalu. This is when he was 1 month old, when he was born. Oh, so cute little baby. When he was 2 years old, he started walking in panda coat. That's so nice. This is when he was 3 years old. Is this your pet? And he sleeps with his best friend. So this is his best friend. Aw, that is so sweet. When he was 4 years old, he started eating corn. Yeah, maybe because when you were younger, corn can be really hard. It's difficult for you to eat. He started eating corn. He was eating corn in this picture when he was 4 years old. When he was 5 years old, he could play many different things. He has an afternoon tea with his cat when he was 8. In this picture, this is when he's 8 years old in this picture already. Pretty sure this is like recently. And this is his cat and he's having afternoon tea. So you can see the different changes that happened to Jalo in his life. When he was a baby, he was just lying down in bed and he couldn't even walk yet. He started walking and then he started having his own pet. Knows how to take care of animals. That's beautiful. And then when he's 4 years old, and maybe he started like trying different kind of food, getting older and stronger too. When he was 5 years old, playing many different games. And we all know that Jalu can play different instruments too, right? As he grows older. You guys learn so many new things each year. Now let's move on to Zarina. I'd love to talk about Zarina, but let's listen to her talk about her growing up life. What she wrote here is that I want to tell about how I grow up. So here, let's enjoy this video by Zarina.
Hello, I'm Sarina. I want to tell about how I grow up so far. This is me. I'm a baby here, 8 months old. I couldn't speak, but I could communicate by gestures and with some baby words. I could crawl and eat some food, which is soft. I only had 4 teeth. I was so cute and chubby. I didn't like when someone takes picture of me. Picture 2. I'm 2 years old on this photo. This was my favorite hat with the bee. I was learning how to speak, but I couldn't. I could walk. I could walk at at that time very well. Most of all, I like running away. 3. I'm 5 years old. I'm much taller here. I could speak, recite some poems. And count. I liked to make up stories and help play dolls. I also liked singing, acting, and dancing. Thank you. Bye.
Wow, isn't that amazing? She's so cute and adorable, right? So I hope you guys learned about the growing up stage of Zarina. Also, our Jahi prepared a very specific video about the journey of being a princess. So, of course, our Jahi is a very sweet and lovely princess. So, let's see her journey since she was a baby. Watch her explain, okay? And I hope you guys learn about how she grows up just like most of you. Maybe you can see some patterns or some similarities or how the same your growing up stages are. Okay?
Friends, I'm going to tell you about my journey from a born baby to a tall girl. I was born in a hospital in my first day, so I was wrapped in a green towel, and maybe third day or fourth day, I was on my mom's lap ready to go home. And after 3 months, my backbone was getting more stronger, so I started sitting, and I was growing up taller and taller. After 6 months, I started crawling, and my legs were getting stronger too. Then I started standing straight. But in the first, I was actually holding something. In my first birthday, this is me and my grandma taking a picture, and I was so happy. But then I got really shocked. Whoa, so many people. I'm going to cry. And look at my cake, guys. It's Ariel, Sebastian, and that fish. I don't know. I started growing up from my dad's lap, then started swinging. My arms were getting stronger, so I started mopping the floor. Then it was my 2 years birthday. My grandpa was giving me blessings. And look at me, I was eating a cake. Boom! And I was going very far in a flight. Then I was going with my relatives, and I was going to the zoo. And then I went to a lake in my country and walk. My mom told it was 500 steps, but I didn't even tell that my leg is paining. Then after close to 3 years, I started to go to school, and my teachers were taking care of me. Then it was my 3rd birthday, and I was so excited. I didn't cry before. Then look at me and my friends. These are my best friends in my community. And this is when I grew up and went to a temple. And then I hiked somewhere with my friends, and I got very tall. And you see, in 1 year I was going with my friends, but then I grew up when was my aunt's marriage. Then it was my 4th birthday. Then my arms were getting more stronger, so I started holding something to swing. And then I came to China and started going to kindergarten. And then I made lots of good friends. In the middle, I went to Great China Wall and hiked so much. And then I started doing roller skating and started playing football. I graduated from my kindergarten. It was my 5th birthday, then it was my 6th birthday. and I went to Niagara Falls in Canada. Then I started going to grade 1 in Changshu International, and I grew 7 years. And then I had lots of good friends, and my best friend was Zarina. And then it was my 7th birthday. Okay, so my journey is going on, and look, I can also ride a racing car. Bye, everyone.
That is so nice, Rajahi. Thank you so much. And very sweet and lovely and cute. You guys, all of you are very cute and lovely while you're growing up. I really hope to see more of it as you grow up and that you guys are learning and start doing many different things. Now, as promised last time, we're going to read you this book about growing up. And we will learn something from it and we will have an activity about it, okay? So if it's difficult for you to understand it right away, you can just review. You can just go back to the video and listen to it again or watch it again. There are some sentences, if you can, you may read. But some of the words can be a little difficult, so I will read it with you guys. Here. Growing up. You started life as a tiny baby who depended on your parents for all your needs. Yes, you were a tiny baby. Your parents feed you, dressed you, and nurtured you. Slowly, you grew day by day. And now you are a child who can do a lot of many things on your own. You will soon blossom into a teenager and then mature into an adult. Teenager and adult. As an adult, with each year passing by, many changes will take place, and you will grow older, slowly moving to old age. Baby. So, more details about being a baby. The newborn baby grows very rapidly in the first few months after birth. The baby's development is an adventure, as he or she learns something new every day. For the first 6 months of life, by the time they are 1 year old, they can roll over, crawl, and sit, stand up, and even attempt to walk and try to speak their first few words, just like what you guys wrote when you were a baby. So actually, this is a very interesting stage of life because baby grows rapidly. Do you know the word rapidly? It means so fast. In your first few months, you grow so fast. Many changes happen in just 1 year or 2 years while you're growing up, when you're a baby. So you wrote on your homework, you guys couldn't walk, but you can roll over, crawl, you could maybe sit or stand up, or attempt, try to walk, or even try to say something. Cute, right? Very cute. The newborn baby, okay, that's not the one, it's just a different picture. This video can be a little slow, but that's okay. This baby can sit by herself without being propped up. So you don't have to hold the baby anymore. It can sit by itself. The next stage is being a child. As a baby grows taller, heavier, and stronger, we begin to think of him or her as a child. At around 6 years of age, the milk teeth begin to fall and permanent teeth begin to appear in their place. Do you remember Abura's picture? That he said after 3 days of going to the international school, his first baby tooth fell off. That's what happens. One of the things that happens when you're a child. You grow taller. You become heavier and stronger. Right now, are you still a baby? I don't think so. Maybe you are your parents' baby, but you are now a child. Do you agree? And around 6 years of age, when you're around 6 years old or 7, your baby teeth, or some people call it milk teeth, they begin to fall, and it will be replaced by permanent teeth, the teeth that you will have for the rest of your life if you take good care of them. By 13 years, so that's what happens when you're a child, many different things, and you start making friends, making a lot of friends too, just like you do. You start going to school and learning many different things. By 13 years, 28 permanent teeth will appear. So we actually have 28 teeth, permanent teeth. Soon the child enters into his teenage. So the child becomes a teenager, which is a transitional stage between childhood and adulthood. It's a period of another rapid growth of psychological and emotional changes. So after you become a child, when you grow up in a few years later, you will become this people. You'll become a teenager, and it's another rapid growth. A lot of different things will happen, physically, psychologically, emotionally. And then, after being a teenager, as a person reaches the end of teens, he or she stops growing. The end of teenage life or teenage marks the beginning of adulthood. So after being a teenager, a person becomes an adult, means a grown or mature person. Adult becomes, let's read that one. Becomes parents. Adults become parents and have their own children. Just like your mom, your dad, just like me. And what do you think adults start doing? Do we still go to school? Oh, yes, we start working. Well, some people still go to school and work at the same time. We have our own family, so that's after teenage life. So teenager, when you become we go to middle school, high school, college. So those numbers that have teen in them. So teenagers usually start when you're 13 years old. That's why it's called teen. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it stops when you're 19 years old. That's why you're called teenager. Did you see that? Okay, so that's teenage life. So after teenager is adult. Being an adult already, you become more responsible. You do things that you didn't do before, and you stop doing things that you used to do when you were younger and do adult things, like working. Adults become parents and have their own children. Children look like their parents or their family members. Everyone is unique, and there is no one like you unless you have an identical twin. Well, everybody is unique. We all look differently, except if you have a twin. Do you have a twin, brother or sister? I don't think so. So, after adulthood is old age. As adults age, they become older. Their bodies change and old age sets in. An old age causes wrinkles on the skin, change of hair color to gray or white, weakening of muscles. Their sense of hearing and seeing does not work well, and they cannot think clearly or remember things easily. That's not the case for all old age people. It can be different, right? Some people become grandparents and even great-grandparents. Yes. Older people have a lot of wisdom. They're so smart because of their vast experiences, which they can share with younger people. So grandparents are the older people. They're very, very smart because they've been through different stages in life. They've learned so many things about each stage of life. They experience many things. That's why they're so smart and full of wisdom. So those are the different stages of life that human or that people go through. Right now, I'm in adult stage, just like your parents. You are in the child stage. And to summarize what we read, which is very interesting book about growing up, about the stages of life, here it is. We also call it human development or stages of life. We didn't really talk about this because, you can't share a lot of experiences. So first we are fertilized egg inside mommy's tummy. Then you become a fetus. And then a baby. So this is where we start writing those things. Now you're a child. After being a child, you'll become a teenager. And then an adult. Wow, beautiful adult. And then old age was so smart. And sadly, as we know that we all have lifespan and we'll all turn into death. But that's long, long way from now. Right? We don't have to worry about that. That's long, long time. And we have so many stages to enjoy and have fun and learn many beautiful things and experience many different things. If you can see, there's no arrow here. Because from here, we don't really turn into a fertilized egg. It's just another human will have babies again. And that's how our human development happened. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned so many things about these changes that happen in our lives. I think this is gonna be like another long video lesson. But that's okay. We'll learn so many things and learn many different things about our classmates too. That's a beautiful thing about life. We don't just learn by ourselves, but we'll learn from different things as we grow up. And we'll wish we could talk more about it. Definitely. Now, here's going to be your task. So for the weekend, you're going to list people you know that belongs to each stage of life. Describe them, or if you can interview them, you may ask them about themselves. Like, what are the things they can do? Do they have a job? Do they go to school? So what are their life experiences? What do they usually do now? So this is what you're going to do. You don't have to start from fetus, okay? We're going to start from baby, child, teenager, adult, and old age. So you'll write a name of someone you know that is a baby. Maybe your family member or your friend's baby brother or baby sister. Write the name. Or if you have a picture, you can put some pictures too. And then write something about the baby. What can this baby do? And child, you already put about yourself, so you don't have to use yourself, alright? You can write about someone else, maybe your brother or your sister or your friend or your classmate. And write something about it, that person. Or you may ask that person. And is there some teenager that you know? It can be people from movies. Alright, from celebrities too, if you don't really know anyone, or I'm pretty sure you know many people in your life. You could call them, you can video call and ask some questions about them. Same thing under adult. And then the grandparents, maybe your grandparents, you can talk to them. Or any old age people. Just write their name or their picture and then say something about them. Or let them talk about themselves and write them down. Okay? So that's going to be your task for the weekend. It can be a little long, but actually I think you'll have fun doing it. So you don't have to put so many people under each stage. Just one person per stage. One for baby, one child, one teenager, one adult, and one old age. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long recorded lesson. You can watch this for 2 days. And you have until Monday to do this task. Okay, so have a good day and I hope to see you soon again, guys. Goodbye!